That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
You should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Lady Tigers versus the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. I'm Ashley Stevens along with the voice coach Elsie Miller, Craig Wing, and Dylan over there on the camera. Absent tonight is Ryan and Kelly. Kelly is at home taking care of his daughter. And so we're excited, taking care of his wife who just got surgery, so we're hoping that she's well. We're very excited about tonight's matchup. Coach, some keys to victory and thoughts?
Well, we've got two teams that have played Glenpool already this season, the preseason favorite in District 5A4. The Lady Tigers lost at home to Glenpool 56-51, and Memorial lost to them 78-38, but it was a much closer ball game at halftime. And then they came back and have beaten Pryor 54-49. And Pryor, like you said earlier, played Durant to a tough ball game, as we did. So I think anything can happen. And, we're on the road. You have to win some on the road to win the district.
Yeah, absolutely. In Tulsa Memorial last year, we split the games. We lost here last year, won at home, and we're just going to see what kind of Lady Tiger basketball team's coming out. They're still looking for that signature win, the game that they are picked to lose, right, and then somehow win. They're looking for that. They've been in the last 4 games. The last 4 games have come down to the final minute of the ball game, and they're still just looking for that way to close it out.
I had a discussion with Coach Qualls here a couple days ago, and he just looked at me and said, "Coach, we got to learn to win. That's all there is to it, and we're close enough We just have to get over the hump.
Yeah, and I think when you see that happen, I think you're going to see this Lady Tiger basketball team take that next step and really propel them. So we're hoping we're getting all of this out. They had a really rough start. What I mean by rough start, these were tough opponents. It wasn't like they're losing to some like low-level teams. I mean, these are teams that Collinsville, Coweta both picked to be high in their side of their 5A3, and then we turn around and play the top two teams in 5A4, and it comes down to the final seconds of the game.
And that's actually earlier was kind of a toss-up as to who was going to be the top dog there, and I think Glenpool's kind of exerted themselves and taken that spot. But Durant's very close, and I still think the Lady Tigers in District 5A4 are going to come through and be in that upper echelon. So we've got to have some guard play and get some scoring out of them. They're handling the ball better and doing things right, but it comes down to taking care of every possession.
Yeah, you know, they at times they're up 10, and then they just kind of go on these little bad runs. You know, they were up 6 at the half for Durant and just had a really bad 10 seconds and ends up tied at half. And so they've got to just control those bad moments, right? And take control of that. And I think they're going to. I mean, they're hungry, they're working hard, they're in the gym late even after practice, and so they're trying to find that way to win.
In that Glenpool game, in that Durant ball game, we were up, and in the last 90 seconds of that half, there was 2 or 3 turnovers right there that cost the Lady Tigers valuable points, and that's when Durant got back into the ball game, actually. And then it was nip and tuck the rest of the way.
You know, and we always talk about basic basketball, right? Just if you do the little things, the big things happen. Little things are rebounding. You know, we have to consistently rebound. And offense, we've got to get those offensive rebounds. We've got to get those defensive rebounds, because right now the girls, they're shooting around 38%. And, you know, that's basically 1 of every 3 shots are going in. So in order for them to be able to put points on the board, they need to get 2 rebounds on the offensive board, you know, if you're playing the data analytics game.
So, and we've given up quite a few threes. I think in the last, there was a 3-game stretch there where we gave up 75 points at the 3-point line, 25 threes in 3 ball games. And I think that's something that David wants to try to stop a little bit of too. And on the other hand, then, we really haven't shot the 3 like we're capable of shooting.
You know, when you're 5, right? Lauren Stevens is the highest 3% shooter on the team.
Exactly.
That's, you know, it's good for her, right? Everybody decided she's going to draw those posts out to guard her, but you want to see your guards really start nailing behind the arc. And, you know, they hit them in practice. We just got to find a way to make it go in the game.
Actually, I've got a friend of mine who lives in Ralston, Nebraska. His son coaches in Happy Lawn, Nebraska. And I watched a young man from Truman State the other night at Northeastern. I worked the ball game there. 6'10". First 2 times he touched the ball, he comes right directly out from the basket, 3-point line, nails them. And I asked my friend later after the ball game, I talked to him and I said, Ron, I said, does he kid always shoot threes like that? He said, yeah. He said, that in high school, 6'10". But, you know, we've got to get some pressure on those outside shooters a little bit, and we've got to open up ourselves.
Yeah, you know, getting over on the rotation, you know, getting over on that rotation and getting a hand in the face so that they're not having wide open threes, you know, is going to be a must. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Falls run some man tonight. You know, I think we have the quickness to match their quickness. I think if Lakin Adams can stay healthy on that ankle, and Mo, I think man might look pretty good in this situation. Might isolate some rebounds down low and take advantage of maybe some height matchups there.
Mo Wilson's done a great job in the first 5 ball games that we played defensively. She's also created some things off of that. And as a basketball coach in the past, I always looked at it's so much easier to score off of defense than it is on offense. I'd much rather get steals and force turnovers by the other team and get those. And Mo's done a great job of scoring on some of those. Not finishing maybe quite as well as we should, but she's getting the ball and getting it down, giving us chances.
Absolutely. We've kind of nicknamed her the Gnat, and that's a compliment. She's all over the place, constantly annoying the ball handler and trying to touch every pass and everything else. And when the Lady Tigers come out with that same effort and intensity and energy like they did in Glenpool, you're going to see some really good things, and they have the ability to jump out and strike quickly. They did that to Stillwell at the start of the season, and you saw what happened there. They just kind of ran away with it at that point. But we've got to take advantage of the turnovers that we force well. So.
Mo, one thing I'd say about her, she's got active hands, and I like that. If you're going to be good defensively and you're going to be able to press, you've got to be active with your hands, keep them moving, shadow the basketball wherever it's at, and just harass people.
Absolutely. Well, we're about a minute and 15 seconds away from the start of the game. We're going to step away for a second. Thank you for joining us and watching on the Green Country Sports Network.
Lakin Adams, Jr.
Rayleigh McCarter, sophomore.
Mo Wilson, senior.
Carson Gilbert, senior.
Lauren Stevens, senior.
Your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror. Maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work. It's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevated Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 918-265-4477. 918-265-4477, and we'll get together and show you all the different options that we have to help you achieve your goals.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Lady Tigers versus Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. And now, the starting lineup for both teams. We'll start with the visiting team. That is your Tahlequah Lady Tigers head coach, David Qualls, assisted by Charles Knight-Cheek. Currently 1-4, 0-2 in the district for their first district win of the season. Tahlequah in the all black and orange. The white, red, and blue. Starting for your Lady Tigers, a junior, number 3 guard, Lakin Adams. Senior guard, number 11, Carson Gilbert. Another senior guard, number 22, Mo Wilson. A senior forward, number 23, Lauren Stevens. And a sophomore forward, number 25, Rayleigh McCarter. And that is your Tahlequah Lady Tigers. Now for the home team, the Lady Chargers of Memorial. Starting lineup, number 3, Jalen Doan. She's a senior guard. Number 25, Leah Harris. She's a junior guard. Number 10, Brianna McCallway, senior guard.
Can't hardly see those other starters over there, but
I think it's 45, Jordan Gilton, the forward, senior forward. And the other one maybe 23. I'm not quite certain. Can't see her number yet. That music is really loud in here, so we're having a hard time hearing each other. Hopefully once the game gets started, we'll be able to settle in and hear each other. So yeah, it is number 24. Ava Sego is the final starter for Tulsa Memorial. Head coach for the Chargers is Cheyenne Ivy, assisted by Joe Williams and Brandy Ellison. And that is the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. Currently 3-1 on the season with a 1-1 district record, losing to Glenpool but beating Pryor. I can't remember the official whose name who's tossing it up, but I know he's called the state tournament for several years. So.
That's Jason. I'm drawing a blank too on the last name. But we've had him on the road and at home, and he does a pretty good job. We've had this young lady down here before too. She does a good job. Calls a lot with Linda Drink.
One of the hardest jobs in all sports is being an official because you can never get it right. Here we go. We're ready to tip off. There's a tip. Lady Tigers win it. Stevens back to Wilson and Adams. So the Lady Tigers will start with the first possession. And nearly turned it over at Gilbert with a soft toss to McCarter, and it was knocked out of bounds by Brianna McElway.
This is one of those games, actually, where you've just got to make every possession count and try to cut down on those little mistakes.
Top of the key is Adams, taking her time, being patient. Over to Gilbert. Long pass to Wilson. Bounce pass to McCarter. Long pass to Gilbert. Adams with a look. Good look at the basket. Got it!
Lady Tigers free ball.
Lakin Adams. 1-for-1 beyond the arc. We talked about needing some three-play from the guard, and there it is early. And there's Mo Wilson with a hand on a pass, and they're just able to get it across right before the 10-second. And there's a floater off the back of the rim, no good. No rebounding by Tahlequah. Blocked. Let's see. No, they're going to call a whistle. Let's see who that's going to be on.
Rayleigh McCarter, I believe.
And it is. Rayleigh McCarter picks up her first personal foul. The team's first. So she'll go to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line off that foul with an attempt for two. misses the first.
Jordan Gilton at the line. We talked about Mo Wilson needing to have active hands, and the first pass she contested, she got a hand on it.
Misses both of them. There's McCarter with the rebound. Quickly out to Gilbert. Gilbert gets it back to Adams. Here we go, 3-0, Lady Tigers on top. McCarter in the short corner finds Gilbert down low. Gilbert wanted to get to Stevens, but good job there to deny that pass. Ooh. Mo hustles over to keep it from going across the half-court line. 6:45 to go here in the first. Skip pass over to Adams. Adams for another three attempt. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound out of bounds. Goes Memorial. Memorial basketball on the long three attempt. This is the three ball. 6:40 to go here to first. Tahlequah in the press. Got a hand on it. Over in the short corner three is short, off the rim, up for rebounds, and Memorial gets it. We've got to win those battles right there. Good take, off the rim. McCarter tips it out to Wilson, and Wilson comes down with the rebound. Quickly to Gilbert, short corner three, off the rim, no good. Rebound McCarter with the putback she can't get. Stevens has the rebound, and she loses control of it. Memorial comes up with it. McCarter couldn't get the putback. And we got a traveling on Memorial. Still 3-0. Tahlequah on top, 6:03 here in the first.
Lady Tigers 1 for 4 so far in the early going. Need to drop a couple shots. Had a real good look there by Rayleigh McCarter on the rebound.
Gilbert in the short corner, being doubled. Looking for somebody. Over to Stevens. Stevens floater inside to McCarter. Back to Stevens for three. Fade away, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Memorial. So right now, only one from beyond the arc. And here's short corner three. Got it. We're tied at 3.
McElway.
3-3. Gilbert in the short corner, brings it back out. Over to McCarter, to Stevens. Stevens trying to go to
baseline.
Oh, can't get a fall. Trying to get her own rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Looking to draw a foul. Couldn't get it.
Actually, if you look at that, when we hit that short corner down there, the diagonal pass to the off wing is wide open, and we haven't looked there yet.
3-3. 5:08 to go here in the first. Tahlequah currently 1 for 6. Nice block there by Stevens. McCarter with the rebound. Got to empty the lane here. Mo Wilson tacks inside, nothing doing. Flash to Stevens. Trying to get it, McCarter high pass. She's able to come up with it. Good, wise to kick it back out. And throws away as Adams as she has fallen to the ground there. .420 to go here in the first quarter.
McElway in the corner.
Looks like Tahlequah went to a zone. Floater off the back of the backboard, no good. Rebound is Carson Gilbert. Way to block out by McCarter and Stevens, allowed the guard to come in and pick up the rebound. 3:50 to go here in the first. Tahlequah looking for another basket. No, Wilson nearly has it stolen. Over to McCarter. Late pass to Stevens. Stevens able to come down with it. Kicks out to Mo Wilson for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Stevens runs down the rebound. Gilbert in trouble. Gets it over to Adams. Adams is fouled by number 3. That's Jalen Doan.
Team first foul for Memorial.
So Doan with her first personal. 3:23 to go here in the first, and it's still 3-3. Inbound to Adams. Stevens through double leaves. McCarter open for a nice wing shot. Can't get it to fall. And rebound is Memorial. Right now we're being out-rebounded. 6-4. Stolen. Here comes Adams. Wild, but she's fouled, so she'll go to the line shooting 2. That's a B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. So Adams with the only points of the Tigers thus far, with a chance to extend the lead here with 2 at the line.
Foul was on the forward, Jordan Gilton, the big girl inside there, so she picks up her first.
And Adams, 1 for 1 thus far at the line. Tahlequah 4. Memorial 3. Second attempt at the line for Adams. Goes perfect at the line that time, makes it 5-3. Tahlequah on top, 3:06 to go in the first.
Addison Jones checks in for Memorial in that during that free throw.
Inside, stolen by Stevens. And Gilbert has it knocked away. Back to Stevens. Adams has it. 2:45 to go here in the first. Long pass over in the corner to Mo Wilson. Back to Adams. 2:30 to go in the first. Stevens left alone for 3. She'll take it. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now from beyond the arc is Stevens. So looking for her first points of the game. Off the backboard, got it. Way to block out there by Gilton. And had a free drive to the lane, 5-5.
McElwee with all 5 of Memorial's points now.
Inside to Gilbert. Backdoor to Carter. One bounce off the rip. Can't get it to fall, and that's the way it's going. Off of Memorial. Should be Tahlequah basketball, and it is. Man, that's the way the shooting is going right now. We're having a hard time making the inside baskets. And
Rayla McCarter right now 0 for 3, and every one of them's been right there.
We are 1 for 9. There's Stevens. There we go. From the elbow. It's now 7-5. Tahlequah make it 2 for 10.
Lauren on the bucket.
Yes, sir. Minute 30 to go here in the first. Tahlequah by 2. Step up on the line. They say it's a 3-ball. Her foot was on the line. Hate to disagree with them. Memorial with their first lead of the game. 8-7. Tulsa Memorial by 1. Long pass over to Adams. Minute 10 to go here in the first. Inside to Gilbert. What a play. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is Memorial. I mean, that's just how it's going right there. Gilbert, who's usually consistent on a layup, and that long rebound goes right back to her on the 3-ball attempt. No good. Air ball. That's going to go out of bounds. 49.2 seconds to go.
Well, Lady Tigers have had their chances. That's 4 shots right at the bucket. I mean, right underneath it right now. And
2 for 12. 17% shooting here in the first quarter. Quickly are the Tigers. Long pass over to Gilbert. Gilbert with a nice layup look. There it is. 9-8. Tahlequah by 1. Gilbert with her first 2 points of the game, and it comes with about 40 seconds to go in the first. Looking to hold for the last shot is Memorial here of the first quarter. Working off a screen, pull up 3, no hand in the face. Someone's got to get out there on that. You know, you can't let her have a wide open 3. 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Go to Adams. Adams to stop. She had a wide open 3, chose not to, gives it over to Gilbert for 3. There we go, Gilbert answers right at the end of the first quarter. Tahlequah retakes the lead, 12-11. That's the end of first. We'll be back. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
With the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
I'm Tommy Nix.
My dad won't be undersold.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the second quarter. Tahlequah 12, Memorial 11. We got shooting. Coach, you said what? 4 for 15. And you know here's a stat that has become quite normal against us. Memorial 3 for 4 beyond the arc.
Yeah, and that's been our Achilles heel in about, well, probably the last 4 ball games.
Memorial will start the ball with the second quarter. Looking inside, nothing doing there. It looks to me as Tahlequah staying in this. Around the horn it goes. She's going to attack baseline, and it's blocked. And let's see what we got a whistle. See who that's going to be on. Is it going to be on Lauren or from behind? Because it looked to me like Lauren went straight up. That is called on Mo Wilson from behind, so she picks up her first BJ Baker trial attorney foul. So Gilton will go to the line shooting 2. She's now 0 for 3 at the line. .737 here in the second. Misses the second one. Gilbert comes down with the rebound.
Well, I think we know who we want to foul if it comes down to it. Yeah.
Over to stop. Long, dangerous pass to Gilbert.
Flash.
Yeah. She had her. Just waited. 7:20. Adams being pressured over to Wilson. Wilson to Stevens.
Use the high.
Quarter. Over to Gilbert. Back door to stop. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound to Adams. She can't get the fall. Gilbert in there fighting for the rebound. It's on the ground. Let's see what we've got. Jump ball will be Tahlequah basketball. So checking into the ball game is T. Augustin. She'll check in for Elena Stock. 12-11, Lady Tigers on top, 7:06 to go here the second. Inbound quickly to Gilbert, and she's fouled. BJ Baker, trial attorney foul. She'll go to the line shooting 2.
I believe that's going to be the second one on Gilton.
First team foul of the second period for Memorial.
Well, they gave it to number 25, Leah Harris.
And Gilbert short arms the first one, so misses the first. Misses the second one. That's uncharacteristic of Gilbert. So goes 0 for 2 at the line. Score remains the same, 12-11, 6:57 to go here in the second period. Inside to Gilton, she kicks it out. T does a good job getting out there. Back inside to Gilton. High off the backboard. There's got to have some help. You got to help the helper. When Lauren comes off, you got to have somebody fill in back behind her, and that didn't happen in that incident. So Gilton had a free shot there. 13-12 Memorial back on top.
Here's short.
Inside to Stevens, back out to Mo Wilson for 3. In and out, and the story of our lives right there. Rebound, Memorial. Short corner 3 ball, in and out. Rebound, Stevens. Good strong rebound. Had good position on Gilton. Comes down with it. Adams. Over to Mo Wilson.
Quit picking up our dribble. Move the basketball. The short corner's there.
Kicks it out to Adams for three. Can't get it to fall. Long rebound. And again, rebound goes to Tulsa Memorial. Memorial right now with 11 rebounds, out rebounding us by 2. Inside to Gilton, one-hand catch, kicks it back out, short corner off of her ankle. That'll go out of bounds. And Raylan McCarter is going to check back in for the Lady Tigers. He's going to give Mo Wilson a breather. 5:34 to go here in the second period. Tulsa Memorial 13, Tahlequah 12.
Ava Seago stepping back in for the Chargers as well.
Window screen. Off the backboard, Banks open. First State Bank always open. Adams with her second three of the night puts the Tigers ahead by 2. Inside. There's an inside out right to Gilbert on the steal. Long pass to T. Augustin. T. Augustin can't get the layup. Rebound Memorial. And in transition, pushing is number 3, Doan. She takes it to the basket off the bank. It's good. We're tied at 15. 4:50 here to go in the second. Quickly to Gilbert. Gilbert's got a good look at a 3 ball. Plenty of time, can't get fall. Rebound Stevens. Stevens has it blocked. Adams gets the rebound. So that's just a tough sledding tonight. In transition, pull up at the free throw line. Off the back of the rim, no good. Stevens with the rebound. T. Augustin over in the corner. Bounce pass to McCarter. .4:15 to go here in the second quarter. We're all tied at 15.
Give it to
There
him.
it is. McCarter turned around. Long pass back to Adams for 3. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound. Once again, Memorial. We've got a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Man, Coach, I mean, 5 of 23 shooting. 5 of 24, give or take.
3 of 11 from three-point range.
We'll take a minute to thank one of our sponsors, Quick Cash Finance. Mickey Guerrero knew one of our sponsors, and want to thank her for always supporting the Green Country Sports Network. So if you're looking for some quick cash, or you're just trying to move some money around, head on down and say hi to Mickey Guerrero at Quick Cash Finance. Coach, they're getting some looks. Just gotta think at some point they'll start falling.
Actually, I guarantee you we've had 6 or 7 shots right underneath the basket. And that's not even counting the one up and under that we didn't take. But we've just got to finish better near the basket and do a better job offensive rebounding.
Yeah, I mean, rebounding right now, we're getting out rebounded, and that's something that's going to have to change. They've got 15 rebounds, to our 12, and the three differences, it's big. So it is Memorial basketball. 4:04 to go here in the second. We're all tied at 15. Left wing looking inside. Stevens working hard against Gilton. Blocked by Stevens, rebounded by Stevens, out to Mo Wilson. You got numbers. Mo to Gilbert. Gilbert changes her mind on 3. Nice spin off of her ankle, though. It's going to be Tahlequah basketball.
Yeah, I'm going to call that off of
Memorial.
McAlway's foot.
Thought Gilbert had a good look at 3, but you begin to wonder if missing those shots plays into the psyche there. Now, I say that, and she shoots it, and Stevens nearly had a rebound, just couldn't come up with it. Memorial comes down with the rebound. 3:28 to go. All tied up at 15. Doan trying to get it over to McElwee. Gonna attack baseline. Just a floater. Got it. Nice finish at the bucket. Now 17-15. Memorial. Over to McCarter. McCarter forces it inside to Gilbert. She can't get that. Falls is blocked. No foul called. Rebound Memorial.
Thought we should have had a foul right there.
Hilton skips it over. 3-ball attempt. This could be a 5-point lead, and it is. Tahlequah still trying to figure out how to get a hand in someone's face beyond the arc, as it's now a 5-point lead for Memorial.
That's Doan's third 3 of the ball game to go with 1-2. So
McCarter, she'll try a 3. There we go. We'll answer that 3 with one of our own. And Rayleigh McCarter with her first points of the game comes beyond the arc. 20-18, down 2.
oh, like she walked there to me.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Memorial holding on to a 2-point lead.
A little bit of elbowing going on down there on Rayleigh's back. 24. Look at her shove.
Another floater as she takes it, can't get the fall. Stevens comes down with that rebound. Another rebound for Stevens.
I've got Lauren with 5 already.
Stevens over to T. T has a look, but she doesn't want to take it inside to Stevens. She'll pull up at the elbow, can't get the fall. And Gilbert's going to get the foul. She is reaching over her. I'd like to see Lauren follow that shot right there. She was already backpedaling as soon as it left. And so I'd like to see her follow that. Checking back in the game is Lakin Adams, as does Elena Stop. She'll check in for Carson Gilbert, give her a breather. With a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter, Lady Tigers still looking for some offensive rhythm. Two-point advantage for Memorial. Motion game here. Pull up, that's no good. Off the back of the rim, rebound, stop. Stop with a wide open look. Looks off, is off.
Close.
Good rebound there by Mo Wilson. Adams resetting under a minute. Over to Wilson. Wilson for 3. High arcing shot, can't get a fall. Rebound. Memorial.
Wilson 0 for 3 from 3-point range right now. Good job, Lauren.
Lauren trying to run down the rebound, couldn't get there. Inside, off the backboard, no good. Rebound on top of her back, no call. It's a 4-point lead now.
They're going to have to call that. That's blatant.
McCarter inside the arc, can't get the fall. And this is how it's going on these rebounds. They're tipping it away from each other. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Inside. Blocked again by Stevens. 10 seconds to go. Got to push it. 6 seconds. McCarter over to Mo Wilson. Mo Wilson to Adams for 3. Be nice to make this. It does! At the buzzer. Tahlequah pulls within 1. That's the end of the first half. We'll be back with the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home Halftime Show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network. I'm Ashley Stevens along with Coach LZ Biller along with Craig Weens. Coach, some halftime stats you got over there. It's not real pretty on our end.
No, they're not. I guess the most positive thing is we've gotten 16 rebounds there, but we're still trailing Memorial in that regard. We've had a couple of block shots by Lauren Stevens, I think 3 tonight, and haven't had a whole lot of turnovers. The big deal right now is the Lady Tigers are not finishing well near the basket. We're shooting 31% on 5 of 16 shooting from three-point range, 7 of 31 overall for 22%, and only 50% at the free throw line. Only been there 4 times, two times, and Carson Gilbert missed 2, and Lakin Adams made 2 in the first period. So
hopefully they got all of that out of them, and so now maybe they can get some shots to fall, and that's, again, they're still looking for that offensive rhythm. Maybe they'll find it here in the second half. And Coach, Tulsa Memorial, you were talking about, they're 4 for 7 from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
And they're shooting 9 for 21. They're shooting 43%. 21 rebounds, give or take, for Tulsa Memorial. And so you hit a key point. Turnovers were not many, right? They have 5. We have 1. 1 turnover, and you would expect to see that if we only have 1 turnover and they are leading, we would have the lead, And so, again, it's just a matter of getting our shots to fall and getting that confidence back up, because you got some girls turning down some wide open shots, and I think that's just,
We seem to be getting into that short corner a little bit, and when we use it, we've got the offside wing pass available, but we've only thrown it once. And when we get it down there, we have not taken the ball and gone to score from that position either. And I think that's something our post people are going to have to do. And at this point, it's been Rayleigh in there, and Carson Gilbert's been in the short corner a little bit, and as has Lakin Adams. But, you're talking 2 guards there and 1 potential post player in there. Lauren staying more in the mid to high post area, and somebody's going to have to get a little bit more aggressive in that short corner, I think.
Right. So we are. You want them to shoot. I don't know. I've heard this. Shooters shoot their way out of a slump, right? I don't know how much truth or veracity there is to that, but you got to keep shooting, or you're not going to make any baskets, right? So, Lakin Adams right now with 11 points, leading scorer for the Lady Tigers, and she's trying to. The 3-pointer right there at the half is what closed it with 1.
Other scoring there. Carson Gilbert's got 5, Lauren Stevens 2, and Rayleigh McCarter 3. And at this point, Rayleigh is 1 for 5 shooting the ball. And Lauren has taken 2 threes, and she's 1 for 3 or 1 for 4 from 2-point line. So we need to get some points there. We need to just spread them out a little bit and see what we can get going here in this second half. It's going to take more than just 1 player to put points on the board against this team.
Absolutely. Like to see maybe to force some turnovers here, get some points in transition. You think back to like football, right? You want to get some of those easy passes to get your quarterback back in rhythm. And so hopefully we can get some of our layups to fall, get some things in transition and make some things happen. Apply a little bit of pressure.
Ashley, right now, Jacelyn Doan has hit 3 threes and a 2 in there, short jumper on the 2, I think, and she has been their only player really that's shot much from the perimeter and hit anything. So if they get a hand on her, defend her a little bit, stop Brianna McElwee from driving and going to the basket, keep a hand on her. Lauren Stevens has done a good job of, I think, tipped 3 balls so far, blocked 3, and so they've really held McElwee, who's their best offensive player, down to only 2 field goals. So
about 45 seconds away. We'll see what adjustments were made at halftime for these Lady Tigers. Still on the prowl or on the hunt for their first district win.
You know, I did notice twice there actually that poor little old Rayleigh McCarter is getting beat up inside there on defense because she's catching hits in the back and shoves and over the backs, and we haven't had a call yet on any of those.
Yeah, it's been a pretty whistle-free first half. Let's see if that continues here in the second half.
3-3 on fouls for the ball game so far. So.
I believe Memorial will start with the basketball.
No, it should be the Tigers. No? Did we have a jump ball that time? Or held ball, I should say.
Here we go. Start second half. Galloway with the ball. Inside the high post. Trying to work off the screen, nothing doing. Looks like Lady Tigers have gone to man here. Inside. Back outside. Layup, no good. Rebound, Stevens. Good job to get a hand in the face. Mo Wilson. Over Adams. Mo Wilson for three. Air ball. Rebound. Memorial. Pushing it is McElwee. And lowers his shoulder. And gets two. 3-point advantage now for Memorial. 24-21. 7 minutes to go in the third. Carson Gilbert can't get the fall. Stevens trying to get the rebound, can't come down with it. Shooting woes continue here in the second half. 6:45 to go.
Nice dribble penetration right there, though.
And loses the ball. They call a foul.
I think that's going to be Mo Wilson on the baseline.
That Mo's second foul. First team foul. E.J. Baker, trial attorney, foul. Three-ball attempt, long, no good. Memorial comes down with the rebound. Kicks it out. Another three-ball attempt, off the rim, no good. Adams lets it go out of bounds. Will be Tahlequah basketball.
Team rebound right there.
Tahlequah still looking for the first points of the second half. 6:15 to go here in the third. Over to Stevens in the corner inside to Gilbert at the elbow. Can't get it to fall. And another rebound by Memorial. About 4 seconds in the lane. No call in 45. 5:54 to go. You see the elbow?
Yeah.
Pull-up jumper off the backboard. And
can't let her penetrate like that and just nobody contest the shot.
5-point lead now for Memorial, 26-21. Stevens, she'll pull up for three. Off the rim, no good. Mo Wilson trying to run it down. Saved by Memorial. Adams comes up with it. Adams going to attack baseline, pull up jumper just inside the arc. She can't get the fall. Gilbert trying to get the rebound, knocked out of bounds off of Memorial. Will be Tahlequah basketball. Tahlequah searching for points. Right now couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. Inside quickly, Gilbert is blocked. And that's a play that has historically worked very well for the Lady Tigers. Three ball, off the rim, no good. Out of bounds will be Tahlequah basketball. 5-point lead for Memorial. 5 minutes to go here in the third.
Actually, who took our last shot down here?
Gilbert was blocked.
Well, before that, right before it.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay,
and
that's
Gilbert's three, no good, off the front of the rim. Lake and Adams took that shot, Coach.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I glanced down at that moment, and I heard you say something about somebody taking a shot.
Tahlequah going into a press here, trying to make something happen. And they got to call the offensive foul as she was, number 45, as she was trying to bulldoze Stevens down and clear the lane.
That'll be her second personal. Only the fourth team foul against the Chargers, and
4:37 to go here in the third.
We haven't been close to a bonus situation in any of the three periods yet.
Adams drives over his corner, tipped, trying to come down with it. Stevens, bounce pass over to Adams, setting screen. Adams for three.
Got it.
Nope. Off the rebound, Memorial. Three ball, off the rim. Memorial comes down with it. Three ball, no good. Off the back of the rim, goes out of bounds. Will be Tahlequah basketball. 30-second timeout, Tahlequah. I think we're going to get an effort coaching here at this point. Tahlequah is now 7 for 40. I can tell you, Coach, once they start falling, it'll be like the spigot turned on. I fully believe that. Tahlequah basketball off the timeout. 4:06 to go here in the third. Single pressure here by 31. Addison Jones.
4-0 run here in the third period by Memorial.
Inside Carter, tipped out of bounds, stays Tahlequah basketball.
McKelwee reached up and touched that.
Inbounds to Gilbert. Gilbert going to attack inside. And she has it blocked. Rebound, McCarter. Carter back out to Gilbert. Stevens, turn around at the elbow. Good look, can't get a fall. Tipped out of bounds will be Tahlequah basketball. Inbounds to Gilbert. She has it blocked. Rebound, Memorial. Layup, can't get a fall. Up for grabs, tipped out of bounds. Stays Memorial basketball. The take off the glass. 28-21, Tulsa Memorial.
McElway with all 6 of the Charger points in the third period.
Tahlequah has not made a point here in the second half. Inside to Gilbert and blocked.
Got to be strong in there and use your body on that situation. That was a point-blank shot that we didn't even get a chance on.
Can't draw a foul. Off the glass is Gilbert. For the first points of the second half comes with 3 minutes to go in the third. Tahlequah goes to press, 28-23, down 5. As it's trapped in the corner. Timeout. Memorial. Saw the trap coming. See if it's going to be a 30-second or full. It's going to be a full. We're going to take a break. He'll be back watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm Ava Jordan. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors: First State Bank, Tahlequah's Bank, Green Country Funeral Home, Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less. State Farm Agent Laura Lund. Quick Cash Finance. Countryside Wellness. Chris's Quick Lube. Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita. Tommy Nick's Auto Group. H&H Quality Tires and Auto. Tahlequah Lumber. River Valley Church. Northeastern Health System.
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network. 28-23, Tulsa Memorial by 5, 2:50 to go in the third. Look at a three, off the front of the rim, no good. And out of bounds, Tahlequah basketball. Over to Mo Wilson, McCarter in the corner. Finds Gilbert underneath the goal. She's going to bring it back out. Long pass to McCarter. McCarter has it stolen by Gilton. Kicks it out, three ball. Off the rim. Good block out by McCarter. On the rebound by Tahlequah. Over to Gilbert. Stevens. Tipped out of bounds. Stays Tahlequah basketball.
Throwing directly into the defense right there, and missing a good opportunity because we had her posted up on the bottom side.
Inbounds Gilbert. Gilbert changes her mind about three. Long skip pass to Adams. Adams over to Wilson. Long pass stolen by Memorial. Minute 40 to go here in the third. Kick over to Gilton, back out.
3 seconds.
3 seconds in the lane. Minute 36 to go here in the third.
That's the first 3-second call we've seen tonight.
Minute 30. Tahlequah down 5. Gilbert had a look, changes her mind. Bounce pass over to McCarter. Long pass over to Wilson. Adams. Gilbert, she's got a look. She pulls up for three. Off the top of the rim, out of bounds. We'll go to Memorial.
Gilbert is 1 for 9 in the third period.
No good. Can't even get the rebound there. Minute 40 off the rim. Adams comes up with it. Adams is going to take it herself, trying to get some kind of spark, and she's fouled.
Should be at the line.
E.J. Baker, trial attorney. Adams at the line shooting 2. Lily Garcia going to check in on the next whistle.
Third personal on
Gilton.
Jordan Gilton, yeah.
There we go. Adams makes it 24-28. Pulls within 4. Raylan McCarter will take a breather as Lily Garcia checks in, number 20.
Good shooters like to get to the line, get their eye back, and then that opens them up from outside. Got them both.
25-28. Under a minute to go here in the third. Tahlequah within 3. Gonna stall the ball, looks like. Maybe Holt try to work a last-minute shot. Coach tell him to come on out on him. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Adams working her. Coming off the screen, 24 seconds to go. Pull up three, good look at the basket, off the rim, no good. And she's out of bounds, will be Tahlequah basketball. A little home cooking on the clock running there as they let another second go off on the whistle. So 12 seconds to go. Carter's going to check back in the ball game. 12 seconds to go here in the third. Tahlequah down 3, 28-25. Got to understand they got some clock issues. Got to get there. 9 seconds. Over to Adams. Adams, Stevens. Stevens has it tipped. 2 seconds. 1 second. That's the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Start of the fourth quarter. Tahlequah down by 3.
Tiger basketball.
Still anybody's game here.
Yeah, it's they were outscored. Lady Tigers were outscored up there 6-4, 11-9 in the second. We outscored them 12-11 in the first. So the difference of 3, and Lady Tigers need to open up.
Long 3-ball tip by Adams, no good. Rebound is Gilbert. Stevens. Bounce pass to Adams. Inside to Gilbert.
Carson.
No.
She just needs to turn and shoot that ball.
And 7:23 to go in the third. McAway with the ball. Guarded by Adams. Three-ball attempt blocked. Rebound McCarter. Blocked by Adams. Rebound McCarter. Out to Wilson. Back to Adams. Adams going to bring it down 7 minutes. In the third, down 3. Gilbert in the corner. Trying to force it inside to McCarter. Turnover Tahlequah. 6:45 to go in the game. Tahlequah down 3.
Don't foul. Clock definitely not favoring the Tigers.
Absolutely. Long pass. And just taking their time and just playing keep away. There's the corner 3 that they're looking for. And there's a foul. Let's see if that was before the shot or not. So McCarter's on the ground prior to the 3-ball.
Offensive foul, they shouldn't count the basket, but let's see what happens.
3-ball is good. And the foul is on Memorial.
3-pointer for Leah Harris.
6-point lead now for Memorial.
And first foul on Seago here in the fourth period.
Turnover Tahlequah on the backcourt pass by Mo Wilson. .6:15 to go here in the fourth, 31-25. Memorial obviously in no hurry with a 6-point advantage. Timeout by Tulsa Memorial. 30-second timeout. We're going to take a break. You're watching Great Country Sports Network. Welcome back after the timeout. Still Memorial basketball. 5:50 to go here in the fourth. Tahlequah down 6. Memorial in the stall game. Working off the screen. Pull up 3. Off the rim, no good.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Out of bounds will be Tahlequah basketball.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
We've got to hit some buckets here and hit them in a hurry.
Give it back to Adams. Over to Lily. Garcia back to Adams.
Use the high post a little bit. She's there. Next now.
Right there. Off of Lauren's hand. Carter comes up with it. Carter nearly throws it away. Garcia does a good job running it down. 5 minutes to go. Over to Gilbert. Over to Stevens. Back to Gilbert. Inside to McCarter. Adams for 3.
Good look.
They get a fall. Tipped. Jump ball. Held ball. Will be Memorial basketball. Tahlequah will go into a press here. 4:47 to go here in the game. 31-25.
Lady Tigers going to do a little face-up press.
And stolen by Garcia over to Adams. Adams for 2. There we go. 27-31. Nearly stolen by Adams.
Trap it, trap it, trap it.
Garcia forcing the trap. Good job to apply pressure over here. They will get it across. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Goughton. 4:20 to go. 31-27. Down 4 is Tahlequah. We've got to pressure. We can't let them have a minute-long possession every time here. Run into the corner. 3:55 to go here in the game.
Gotta react. Anticipation. That's the name of the game right now defensively. Got to anticipate and steal those passes. That's out.
Pull up jumper, no good. Oh, it's just the way it's going. We can't get the rebound. Easy layup. 3:15 to go in the game.
Siegel with her 4th point of the ball game.
Steven, pull up jumper. And that can't fall. McCarter can't come down with the rebound. Stolen by Stevens. Under 3 to go. Lily Garcia. Back to Adams. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert wide open for 3. No. .240 to go here in the game. Tahlequah on the verge of losing to Memorial here. Down 6. 2.5 to go. Can't get the fall. Rebound Garcia. We need to get some things going here. Got a timeout, 30-second timeout, Tahlequah. 2-possession ball game. for the Lady Tigers.
I would say we could go to Hack-a-Shack, but I think we only had one foul this quarter. Yeah, one foul on Memorial, none on us. Yeah, right there, we tried, it looked like.
Well, I mean, they've now got Lauren coming out trying to get pressure on a guard up here. I mean, I'm not real sure, you know. We need to attack the basket. I mean, time is not, Coach, you said it best, time is not on our side right here, so attack the basket, line, do something. 2:25 to go. We're down 6.
It's either 2 possessions or 3, depending on how you look at how we're shooting threes tonight.
He's in the corner, sees her late. Mo Wilson, she'll pull up for a 3. Can't get fall. Stevens trying to save it, does. And saves it back to Memorial. 2 minutes ago. And good block. Now they're going to call foul.
Mo Wilson on the game tonight. 0 for 5 from three-point line.
BJ Baker trial attorney foul. And send Trinity Germany to the line, shooting 2. Makes the first.
Trinity Germany gets the first of 2. That foul was on Lakin Adams, her first.
Makes both of them. Tahlequah now down 8. Biggest lead of the ball game for Memorial. Adams. Wilson. Over to Gilbert. Under 2 to go. Down 8. She's fouled.
They're going to get Gilton again. Should be her 4th personal.
Under 2 to go. You're down 4 possessions here. We need to score quickly.
Yeah, can't work the clock much.
Inside to Gilbert, blocked. That play hasn't worked tonight. It's been blocked every single time we've ran it. And they're just going to hold the ball. They're going to hold the ball. Get a jump, get a jump. Held ball will be Tahlequah basketball. Minute 30 to go. Over to T. Just patiently here waiting. Over to Adams. Inside to Gilbert. Gilbert pulls it back out. Over to Adams. And we're playing like we got all the time in the world, but we really don't. Inside to Mo. Back door to Stevens. Stevens has it stolen. Foul, Tahlequah, under a minute to go.
Foul's going to be charged to Mo Wilson again, her 3rd personal. 2nd team foul of the half against, period against the Tigers. So unlikely they're going to get into the bonus yet, which.
Got to get up here and foul. Foul, we've got to do something, guys. I mean, we're just going to pay down 8. Off of her ankle, out of bounds. Tahlequah on the verge of losing again, and this will be their 5th loss in a row. 0 for 3 in the district now, and they'll be on the road Friday playing Stillwell. But short of a miracle, down 8 with 47 seconds to go. The odds are not in our favor. Take a moment to thank some of our sponsors like Tahlequah Lumber, Chris's Quick Lube. Always if you're in a hurry, you can always run down to Chris's Quick Lube and in and out 10 minutes or less. So. Baker's Furniture, longtime supporter of Green Country Sports Network. Appreciate their support. Coach, I don't have much words. I don't know what we can say here.
Well, it's definitely been a rough night shooting the basketball for the Lady Tigers. Had a number of shots near the basket that got blocked and haven't finished well near the basket, so it's just been one of those nights. You got to put the ball in the hole. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, Lakin Adams, leading all scorers tonight for Tahlequah, anyways, around 15. You got about 15 points or so.
Yeah, the only player in double figures, and only 2 players on the night, her and Carson Gilbert, who have scored more than 1 field goal tonight.
Inbounds. And she's going to be travels. No, we got timeout. 43.4 seconds to go. Timeout Memorial. 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. Memorial Chargers. Don't forget your Lady Chargers are back in action.
Tahlequah boys will have their hands full tonight with a very good Tulsa Memorial basketball team.
Much bigger Memorial team. 6'7", 2 6'6", a couple of 6'4s, very athletic, and I believe presently undefeated as well on the year. So, yeah, the boys are 6-0 and 2-0 in the district.
Another short corner. Stevens steals it. 36 seconds to go. You're down 8 points. Lauren got shot in the nose here, so she took one right in the nose. Hoping she's going to be okay. She took an elbow in the face.
Yeah, I think on that trap there, she turned into her.
Bleeding.
Totally did not intend to do it, but.
Blood on the floor. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
State Representative Bob Ed Culver. Dotson Vision Care. First Baptist Students. AIM, where it's an all-in mentality. And of course, BJ Baker, trial attorney. Thanks for watching.
I'm Carson Gilbert. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network. Lauren took a bloody nose there, so we're going to get the blood cleaned up on the court. Her mom and dad have always told her, you can't come out of the game unless you're bleeding, so I guess we'll let her slide on this one.
Give her a little break on that.
Give her a little break as she comes up trying to draw the foul and ends up stealing the basketball. So.
Yeah, if they'd got a foul called on her, she better stay in there.
Yeah. 32 seconds remaining. Tahlequah down 8.
And those hurt. Oh my goodness, those hurt.
Yeah, they water your eyeballs. It makes it very difficult to see. So.
Yeah, and then after it's all said and done, you feel like a big sissy because you've been crying.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to make fun of you because you're over there crying while you're bleeding. Well, presently in the second half, I've got the Lady Tigers shooting 2 for 22. 1 field goal in each the third and the fourth period, just shooting woes left and right.
What, about 9 for 53, 9 for 54, give or take, maybe 52?
Yes, 9 for 53 or 54.
17% field goal percentage on the night, give or take.
I was going to say, whatever they had for lunch or on the way up here, they don't need to do that anymore. Just go on somewhere else next time. 14 for 25 from three-point line.
Inbounds to Adams, 30 seconds to go, over to Gilbert. Gilbert, long pass over to Adams. Adams pulls up 3. Can't get the fall. Gilbert trying to get the rebound, can't get it. And knocked out of bounds, State Memorial basketball.
Is that 14 for 25 Memorial, Coach? No. Yeah, I've got it wrong. We are 5 for 6. We were 5 for 16.
There's a foul by Elena. Stop. Got plenty to give to get to 5.
We're 5 for 26 from 3-point line, so less than 25% from 3. 17 from field goals.
Stolen
steal
by Adams. Stolen right back by Memorial, out of bounds. Will be Tahlequah basketball, 14.6 seconds. So Tahlequah doing a good job denying here late. Inbound to Gilbert. Gilbert pulls up for 3. Still can't get the fall. Rebound Mo.
Mo, go score.
Mo inside of Gilbert. Gilbert trying to draw a foul, can't get it. And that's the way this night has gone. And 2 seconds to go, 1 second. Easy layup. Memorial by 10. Tahlequah falls. 5-game losing streak now for the Lady Tigers. 37-27. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. And if you stuck around, we're going to watch the boys, and they're going to have their hands full tonight facing the undefeated Memorial Chargers. And Coach, you made a point as we were going off on the ladies-girls game is the height difference for the Memorial boys.
Well, they've got 6'7", Christian Taylor, 6'6", Cam Boone, 6'6", Isaiah Garrett, a couple of 6'4", and Jaheim Martin, Walter Clark, another 6'4", and Jay Oates. So probably the biggest Tiger we've got might be 6'4". And it's going to be a tough one. They are undefeated, one of the premier teams in the state of Oklahoma in Class 5A, and it could be one of those nights. Tigers going to have to take care of the basketball, play well, be strong with it, see what happens.
You're going to have to do, like I said, do a lot of things right, Coach, and shooting well from beyond the arc tonight, because you would imagine maybe difficult to get inside and take advantage of blocking out and rebounding. We'll see what Coach Matt Qualls has in his pocket here, facing a very good Memorial team, one that's picked to go deep in the state playoffs and have for several years. You know, you're looking at what they call the tradition continues in Memorial, 50 all-state players, 34 state tournaments, 10 state championships. They know how to play basketball here at Tulsa Memorial.
And most of these young men that play basketball up here did not play football either.
No, that's we talked about that during football season, like, you know, because
and that would make a big difference in their football program, but it just hasn't happened, and I'm not sure exactly why. I know Bobby Allison's been here as the head coach for a number of years. I looked over in the corner over here earlier today and went over and talked to Bob Sprague, who owns a couple of those state championships while here at Memorial, and he was very confident this was going to be a very good Memorial team.
Yeah, if they think it's going to be good, they are going to be good. We're going to take a break. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Vic Dobbins, and I'm a freshman.
Devin Dick, freshman. Aiden Johnson, junior.
Castor Wilson, and junior.
Jet Morrison, sophomore.
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network, and we are ready for about 5 seconds away from the starting lineups. The Tahlequah Tigers versus Tulsa Memorial. Head coach for Tahlequah Tigers is Matt Qualls, and he is assisted by Tanner Christian. Tahlequah currently 3-0.
3-0, and this is the toughest test of the year for them so far. It could be the toughest game they have all year.
Starting lineups for Tahlequah. Number 0 is sophomore, Jet Morrison. And then you have junior number 1, Aiden Weezy Johnson. Freshman, Jevin Dick, number 3. Another sophomore, number 10, Caston Wilson. Freshman, number 22, Duke Dobbins. And that is the starting lineup for your Tahlequah Tigers.
2 freshmen, sophomore, 2 juniors. Everybody's coming back.
Starting lineups now for Tulsa Memorial. Head coach, you said, was Bobby Allison, assisted by Joe Thomas, Nick Harris, and Josh Servo.
I don't know if it means anything, but every coach from Memorial got a hug from 2 of the officials tonight. We didn't get any, but...
No hugs for Coach Qualls?
No hugs for Coach Qualls.
done, so they start announcing. Quick to see the numbers. We'll announce the starting lineup for Tulsa Memorial. Number 15, Jarius Mazel. 6'4" sophomore.
Number 35, Jay Oates.
6'4" senior. And then number 21, Sean King, a 6'1" senior. Number 22, Fabian Harris, a 6'3" senior. And last but not least, 6'6" junior, number 12, senior, Isaiah Garrett. The starting lineup for Tulsa Memorial.
Isaiah Garrett had a great game against the Tigers last year, so we can probably expect him to be one of the go-to players right here today.
Aiden Johnson will do the jumping duties for Tahlequah against Isaiah Garrett. Here we go, we're ready for the tip-off. There's the tip. And Tulsa Memorial wins the tip. We'll start with the ball. Quickly inside, and we got a whistle. Offensive foul call against number 21, is that correct? Sean King picks up his first personal, first team foul for Memorial. Dobbins at the top of the key.
Yeah, that was Sean King.
Jet Morrison off of the screen, pull up just inside the arc, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Memorial. In transition, easy layup for Jarius Basel. 2-0 Memorial. Here over on the wing, back to Weezy. Over to Dobbins. Jet Morrison with the ball. Now to Dobbins to Jevin Dix. He'll pull up for three. Can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound by Isaiah Garrett. Quickly in transition, attack the basket once again. Can't get a fall. Put back by number 35, Jay Oates. 4-0 run to start the game for Memorial. Dobbins over in the corner. Being pressured by Oates. Nice spin move. Create space.
Freshman against the senior right there.
Caston Wilson over to Dick. Dick off the screen, behind his back, nearly lost the dribble. Able to come back down with it. Jab step, trying to create some space. Over to Morrison. Back to Jevin Dick. Good ball movement. Hey, good fake. Good pass over to Wilson. Wilson for three. Got it. Caston Wilson. Good look at the basket. It's 4-3. Tahlequah down one.
Play the game one possession at a time.
Nice block by Weezy Johnson. Aiden Johnson with the block. Out of bounds. Still Tahlequah basketball. Memorial basketball. Quick. Inbound.
3 seconds in there.
And three ball is good for number 22, Fabian Harris. Jet being pressured at half court, behind the back. Over to Jevin Dick. Dobbins. Good look at a three ball. High arcing three. Nothing but net for the freshman, Luke Dobbins. Duke Dobbins.
Duke Dobbins, yeah.
Old habits die hard. 6-7.
I bet Luke's here somewhere.
Tahlequah down one. Jumper off Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Aiden Johnson. Good job. Aiden doing a good job down low, fighting for everything down there. Jevin Dick going to bring the ball down for the Tigers. Working off the screen is Caston Wilson. Gets it over Jevin.
Needs to stay closer on that screen, though. Went a little wide, let the guy slip.
Trying to fake the screen again, doesn't pull up at the, in and out there on the baseline. Rebound is Jet Morrison. He's got the putback, and Tigers with the lead, 8-7. Off the rebound and put back by Jet Morrison. In the corner, at the top, tipped, and out of bounds, stays Memorial basketball. Cameron Highshaw and number 34, Eli Highshaw brothers. Oh, excuse me, that's at 30, not 34, excuse me. Caleb Jackson checks in the game. Inbound there. Weezy nearly got a hand on it. Off the rim, can't get it. And the putback.
I'll give that to Fabian Harris right there, but
timeout, Tulsa Memorial.
Could have been a offensive foul right there on that.
As they retake the lead, 9-8.
First time out of the
I
ball
like that.
game.
You like that? I like that too.
Nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Tigers are 3 for 6 in the early going.
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network. Coach, you were saying?
Tigers are presently 3 for 6 from the field, shooting the ball pretty well. A couple of rebounds, need to continue that. Going to have to really work hard on the defensive boards down there to keep them off and getting the easy shots.
Tahlequah basketball going to full court man press. Dobbins being guarded by Isaiah Garrett. Doing his best to work it across the court. Going to have to get there fast. Morrison does that. He's got some good speed to do just that. Crosses him up. Trying to create space. 5-second call against Tahlequah. Morrison was trying to get some space before the call.
I think Bobby Allison got that call right there.
Yeah, I think that was a good conviction. good. He sold that to him.
Because he actually stepped him back and then backed out, but got the call anyway.
9-8, 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. Memorial on top. Moving the ball around. And knocked out of bounds. Good stay. And I'm telling you, Weezy Johnson playing very, very well.
Got him a steal.
Still out to Dobbins.
Oh, push right there.
Yeah,
no call.
Each other.
Oh.
And that ball pass was intended, I think, but off of Jevin Dick. It was intended for Jet Morrison, but as Jevin Dick was cutting across, the ball went off of his shoulder there. So another back-to-back turnovers here for Tahlequah. 9-8, down 1. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. Inside, left alone. Easy bucket there for Isaiah Garrett. 11-8, Memorial by 3. Inbound to Dobbins. Dobbins gets it across half court. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Over to Jet Morrison.
Need to bump that cutter through the lane on that and not let him post up down there.
Jevin Dick to Duke Dobbins. Duke, top of the key. He's filling it. That's another 3 ball for the freshman, and we're tied at 11. These young Tigers aren't afraid of these Chargers. Going punch for punch right here in Tulsa Memorial. Goes baseline, tries to dunk, not high enough as he's blocked by the rim. Rebound Tahlequah.
I think he shied away. Duke Dobbins was standing there waiting on it.
Good job, good ball movement there. And that ball is blocked. Jevin Dick's three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Memorial. The ball handling with Jet Morrison was good, and there's a three-ball attempt, no good. Great rebound by Aiden Johnson. And again, he's doing a lot of the garbage work, right? All the stuff that doesn't get statted well. Weezy's doing a good job down low.
That's what wins games. Those guys that step in and do a little bit of everything.
Working off the screen is Caston Wilson. Jevin Dick's off the screen. Backdoor.
Nice roll.
And good finish at the rim for Weezy Johnson. Good give and go there. Dick to Johnson.
Tigers are up, too.
13-11 with a minute 25 to go here in the first. Long pass over to Harris. He's going to pull up, can't make it. And there's the old rebound dunk off the rim for Isaiah Garrett.
Nobody touched him. Got to block him out.
Dobbins gets it across to Morrison. Morrison does a good job just using his shoulder. Good take by Morrison, just couldn't get it to fall. And great defensive play. I'm telling you, Morrison is a hustler, no doubt. Good ball movement, short corner three. Got a good look at it, can't get it to fall. Rebound is Jevin Dick. 45 seconds to go. We're all tied at 13.
Take your time, work it one shot right here.
Good bounce pass to Morrison. Right at the free throw line, jumper. Got it.
Give him that all night long.
Jet Morrison puts the Tigers in front, 15-13 with 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Long three-ball attempt.
Caston?
No good. Caston Wilson, good position and a rebound. And Tahlequah with the lead. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wanting to hold for this final shot. Trying to get something off the screen. Double screen set. Morrison, nice spin inside. Loses his handles on it. It's on the ground, and that's how the first quarter will end. But Tahlequah with the lead, 15-13. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network. Start of the second quarter. Tahlequah 15, Memorial 13. And Tahlequah not afraid, Coach.
No fouls in that first period. Tigers 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range. And no free throws yet for either team. No personal, one personal foul against Memorial.
So checking in the game here at the start of the second quarter, Sawyer Henderson and the senior Kingston
Also
Hall.
in Kingston Hall.
Yeah. So Tahlequah will have the basketball. Bounce pass over to Dobbins. Dobbins being pressured by Sean King. Inbound, inside to Henderson. Henderson needing trouble. Gets it out to Jet Morrison. Jet Morrison attacks. And that one is stolen. And Sean King read that all the way. He's trying to go coast to coast and does. We're tied at 15. Dobbins over to Henderson. Jevin Dick.
Give it short corner. There you go.
Kingston has it blocked. Good take there by the senior. Looking for the foul, but nothing doing there. Rebound Memorial in transition. Long pass over here to the corner for Sean King. 3-ball. And a 5-0 run to start the second quarter for Memorial. Jet Morrison over here at the left wing. Inside to Henderson. Kicks it over to Dobbins. Dobbins left alone for three. Can't get to fall. And that's off of Memorial. Should be Tahlequah basketball. Good job by Jevin Dick to go after that. Inbounding is Jevin Dick inside. Oh, and Henderson just couldn't get it. Good job for Kingston to try to come up with it. And that's going to be out of bounds, Tahlequah basketball.
Little pressure coming up by Memorial.
6:42 to go here in the second quarter. Over Jet, quickly to Jevin Dick, got it across, and nearly losing it. Needs some help, bounce pass to Dobbins. 6.5 to go in the first. First half.
Can't pick up your dribble.
Over to Jet Morrison for three. He can't get a fall, and we've got a whistle against Tahlequah. That's going to be a foul. I believe that's on Sawyer Henderson. Let's see if that is the case. No, they're going to call that on Kingston Hall. That's his first personal. First team foul for the Tigers. We got a 30-second timeout. Tahlequah. While we're on this timeout, I'd like to take a minute to say thank you to our sponsors like State Farm, Laura Lund. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Bob Ed Culver, your state representative, he's running for re-election, and we'd always appreciate your vote. And he is your representative at the state capitol. Lots of things happening at the capitol, so it's always good to have someone you can trust. And name you know, Bob Ed Culver. Longtime supporter of Tahlequah Athletics and Green Country Sports Network. It's the Tahlequah Lumber, your hometown lumber dealer. So if you are looking and in the need for a construction package or any type of lumber or tools or smoking equipment, let's be clarified that. Barbecue, yeah. Then Tahlequah Lumber is the place to go. So thank you to all the sponsors of the Green Country Sports Network. Coach, 6:23 to go, and a little fiery run here. What a 5-0 run so for Memorial. Tahlequah looking to stop the bleeding.
Tigers yet score in the first minute and a half of the second period, so
Memorial
get something
with the
started.
basketball. Inside, at the elbow, nothing but net for number 15, Jarius Basel, and that puts Memorial at 20, Tahlequah 15. 5-point lead. We're at the high post, bounce pass to Hull, and he able to come down with it, gets it out to Dobbins. Dobbins being pressured, and they're trying to work that inside to Kingston. Just those passes have been unable to handle a couple of them. So Aiden Johnson's going to check back in. Kingston Hull trying to give him a breather.
Defensively in this zone, they need to make sure they don't try to do too much. They stay in their lanes and do their jobs. It seems like they're trying to overextend here and do too much.
5:40 to go here in the second period. A little jumper from the baseline, number 22, Fabian Harris, 22-15. That's a 9-0 run for Memorial here in the second quarter. Oh, trying to get it to Javen Dick, but he cut out of the way. Nice spin, and that's they call it traveling. Good job there. Great defense by Aiden Johnson, and again,
he tried to spin right there, and Aiden was standing there, and he just fell into him.
Great positioning, and Aiden Johnson, like I said, I know he's got 2 points I think on the game, but it's all the dirty work that he's doing that's been real impressive thus far for Tahlequah. Jevin Dick, baseline.
Sawyer, got to shoot that, man.
Pass over to Morrison. There you go. Good ball movement. Tahlequah with their first points of the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken, Coach, on a 9-2 run.
You notice Jet was in that mid-post range right there. That puts them in a wild spot.
Jevin Dick nearly has it stolen. Back to back to Jet. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Trying to get the transition bucket. And there's Jet Morrison trying to make a play, and he's going to get called for a blocking foul. I believe that's his first personal. Second team foul for Tahlequah here in the second quarter. 4:41 to go in the second.
I'd like to see our Lady Tigers put that mid-post in there a little bit. That puts some pressure on that big person in the middle there and allows that short corner to be a little bit more explosive.
Sean King over to Harris. 4:35 to go. Tax baseline. What a move by Isaiah Garrett on the jump stop. Great footwork. Memorial by 7, 24-17, 4:21 to go here in the second quarter. Dobbins being guarded by Harris. Bounce pass to Henderson. Henderson puts it on the ground, trying to spin, back out to Dobbins.
Showing some good patience right now, handling the basketball.
4 minutes to go.
Missed the cutter right there.
Weezy. Pull-up jumper. High arcing shot.
Got it.
Weezy for 2. He's now got 4 points. 24-19. Tahlequah down 5. Harris for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Dobbins. 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. Aiden Johnson bringing the ball to the top of the key. Dobbins on the right wing. Back and forth to Morrison Dobbins. Javen Dick on the cutter. And then he has it taken away from him. Harris, transition. With his eyes up. Kicks it way to the other side. Another jump. And he can't get the fall. Gets his own rebound. Put back, not there. Then he's fouled on the floor.
I'd like to see that defensive rotation come a little quicker. Anticipate that move and start trying to help a little bit.
Aiden Johnson whistled for his first personal, the Tahlequah Tigers' third team foul here in the second period. Still no fouls called against Memorial. Head fake, tax baseline, jumper, fade away, nothing but net.
Love that little jump shot right there.
26-19, back to a 7-point advantage.
Left-hander too, and that's from that angle down there underneath, that's tougher.
2:45 to go here in the first half. Dobbins looking to get something going here for the Tigers. Over to Javen Dick. Off the screen set by Henderson. Just around the horn to Dobbins.
Low.
Jet attacks inside, gets it out, short corner 3.
Got it, and one.
Excuse me, Duke Dobbins in the short corner 3, buries it, and he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 4-point play, thanks to the B.J. Baker trial attorney foul call.
I believe that foul is going to be on Jay Oates. It is. It's his first. Team's second foul of the period.
Dobbins with the shooter's roll, and that's a 4-point play. Tahlequah 23, Memorial 26. That's a full timeout for Tahlequah. We're going to take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. It's 26-23. Tahlequah took a full timeout. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Coach, how many points is Duke Dobbins had?
10 points right now, 3 threes.
And a free throw.
Yeah, he's 3 for 4 from three-point line.
So Memorial basketball. Ball down, number 21, Sean King. Gets over to Harris on the wing. Darius Boswell inside to Sean King. Good job Good ball movement to find Isaiah Garrett for the dunk. 28-23, minute 45 to go here in the first half.
That's his second dunk of the day.
Jevin Dick needs to create some space. 5-second call. Tipped. Good hustle and athleticism to keep that ball in play. And Memorial with the nice layup there at the bucket for Sean King. Back to a 7-point lead for Memorial. They can score quickly, showing it there. Minute 10 to go. Dobbins being guarded by Harris. Over to Castle Wilson working off the screen set by Weezy Johnson. Dobbins lowers his shoulder, works through the screen. Under a minute to go. Jet driving baseline. Step back jumper. Got it. 25-30. Tahlequah down 5. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Hold for the last shot. I think Tahlequah is content to let him do that. Patient. Attacks inside. Floater can't get fall. Off of Memorial, and you thought they were going to hold for the last shot, then they went and attacked the basket and lost it.
Tigers got a chance to make this a one-possession game at halftime.
20.2 seconds remaining. Tahlequah basketball remaining in the first half. Let me clarify for just tuning in. Over to Dobbins. Dobbins goes to the middle. Wolf comes from behind him, nearly gets it stolen. Gets over to Jet Morrison. What a move by Jet. Nice finish at the bucket by Jet Morrison. And quickly, here comes Memorial. And good job to stop that momentum. And even better hustle there by Casson Wilson with 0.6 seconds. Great pressure applied by the Tigers.
Got a shove right there, too, on the sideline. Tigers, 0.6 of a second to go. Did great job on defense.
And blocked at the buzzer. Man, Aiden Johnson with a block on Harris. And 30-27, down 3. What a great way to go in halftime. We'll be back with the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa Cashback at First State Bank.
you're struggling with your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work, it's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevated Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 918-265-4477. 918-265-4477, and we'll get together and show you all the different options that we have to help you achieve your goals.
Foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network in Tahlequah, going punch for punch with Tulsa Memorial here, the juggernaut of basketball, and Tahlequah. They're not backing down. These young guys, they're not afraid of them, Coach.
No, I tell you what, it's been the bulk of our young guys that's doing all the scoring here. I've got Jet Morrison with 10 at halftime and 4 points for Aiden Johnson. 10 points for Duke Dobbins on 3 threes and a free throw, and then 3 points for Caston Wilson. So freshmen, 2 sophomores with the bulk of our points right there, and the only freshman that hasn't scored is Jevin Dick right now. Tigers presently 11 for 20 from the field, shooting over 50%, and 4 of 9 from 3-point range tonight. Ashley?
I'm really bragging on Aiden Johnson doing a lot of the dirty work down low, fighting for some rebounds, getting blocks, pressure, forcing turnovers, and those are the things that, you're going to stat a block, you're going to stat a steal, rebound, etc., but, blocking out and just kind of doing that, what they call garbage work, he's doing a really good job of it, and has also provided 4 points. So I really like to see the effort from that young man thus far.
He's come a long way since last year and as a part-time player and stepping into the starting role this year. He's doing a great job for the Tigers. For Memorial tonight, we've got 8 points for Isaiah Gutt. We knew he was going to be one of their big scorers. 4 points for Jarius Butzel, 9 points for Sean King, and 7 points for Fabian Harris. So they've got 4 scoring. We've got 4 scoring. We need to step it up a little bit in the second half and keep hitting those threes.
And Craig, you said it off air best too. It's really just been a couple of runs for Memorial. That's kind of.
Yeah, they got a couple quick turnovers turned into a couple layups, and gave them little runs there. And I think we limit turnovers, play within ourselves. I think we're in good shape here.
Biggest lead tonight, 5 points by anybody? Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, 7. I think
7.
I think Memorial had 7 a couple times, but not for long because Tahlequah struck back. So Duke Dobbins shooting well from beyond the arc. Like to see him come off the screen and nail a couple of those. And Jevin Dick has the same ability to do just that.
Jet Morrison doing a really good job on just jump shots from inside the paint. He's got 5 of those so far. And,
Jet, is using his namesake, uses his speed, and does a good job of stopping on a dime and then creating that space. Real similar to how Cash McElvain was last year. The guys that don't have a lot of height, and you're playing in a big man's game, right, they have to come up with a creative way to create space. And they use that agility to do just that, stopping on a dime, changing direction, and now you've got a great look at the basket, using the other team's momentum, and he's finishing well.
We've seen that inside the paint today, and we saw it last week too in the ball game against Durant. He did a really good job of setting up shooting, and I think that's probably his best suit right there, is just to do exactly what you said.
And I was curious to see how he was going to come into this game as he left. The last game that he played, he was pretty banged up. Favoring an ankle, favoring a shoulder, favoring his face. He's a tough young man, and it's hard to pull him off that court. And so he's going to give everything he's got. So it's good to see that none of those were lingering, it looks like.
One thing you've got to give this young roster of ours a lot of credit, no matter what happens at the end of this ball game tonight, simply because of 2 freshman starters, 2 sophomores in there at different times, and they haven't been fazed by the athleticism or the expectations of the Memorial team.
Yeah, and so it's exciting to see. You're going to see a lot of growth from these young men, and so you can even expect that with every game underneath their belt, more and more varsity experience and more confidence for Jevin and for Duke Dobbins, and knowing that they're to lead this young Tahlequah Tiger basketball team.
And we've got a move-in that's coming in that'll be eligible here in January, and we've seen that young man jump already. He can get up.
Yeah, I saw him in the JV action before the game, and so that's just going to be another component that's going to be added to this talented basketball team. We're ready to start the second quarter. Tahlequah 27, Tulsa Memorial 30, and it is Memorial basketball.
This is one of those games you need to win on the road. Goes big down to the end.
3-ball attempt for Isaiah Garrett, and he drains it. 33-27.
I believe that was number 15.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jarius Bossel. Just set up shot.
Dobbins trying to work off a screen.
I love the patience that they're showing tonight.
Jalen Dick on the right wing. Over to Weezy Johnson. Using that screen. Jet Morrison was talking about creating space. That time couldn't get it to fall. Rebound is Memorial. And great defense there by Aiden Johnson using his feet.
Stuck his foot back, got it.
So
that was an easy 2 coming up for them if he doesn't do that.
Great defensive play again by Aiden Johnson. Won't have any stat on that, but hey, great effort there. Inbound.
Oh.
And no whistle there on the offensive shoulder. And 2 points for Isaiah Garrett.
Both their buckets here are really easy.
Yeah, and Weezy got knocked back a ways there.
Devin Dick in the wing. Very patient. Had Dobbins, just didn't wait long enough for him to get there. Over to Jet Morrison, 6.5 to go here in the third. 35-27, largest lead of the night for Memorial, and it's 8. Good job by Jet to work some spacing inside of Weezy. Kick out to Caston, good head fake. Trying to create space off the 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound at the rim was Isaiah Garrett. 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Memorial slowing it down. Short over in the corner, being guarded by Aiden Johnson. Good take. Number 21, Sean King. Put the ball like a bread basket and took off with it, didn't he? Long strides to get to the bucket. It's a 10-point lead now for Memorial. Jevin Dick pull up three. Can't get it to fall. Castle Wilson trying to get there, and good block out by Sean King to keep him from getting to the ball. Sawyer Henderson going to check in the game for Castle Wilson. 5:27 to go in the third. 27-37 is the score. Sean King being guarded by Dobbins. Over to Harris. Jumper. Got it to fall.
Run by the Chargers.
5 minutes to go here in the third. Dobbins being guarded by Harris. Jevin Dick, nice spin move, getting inside. Can't get it to fall. He's still looking for a bucket. And a good strong rebound by Memorial. A nice strong finish by Jay Oates. And there's a timeout, Tahlequah. And I think Coach Qualls has a little bit of frustration here with some officials, and he's telling them I think he called a timeout so they can have a conversation with the officials. It's a 30-second timeout. Trying to plead his case, coach, for some. So he's pleading. He's doing his best B.J. Baker, trial attorney impression over there, pleading his case for a foul. Or at least an explanation from the court as to how that wasn't a foul.
11-0 run start this period.
41-27, and Jevin Dick still looking to get his shot to fall.
Yeah, this is kind of gut check time here. You know, you've got to recover here a little bit, have some good offensive possessions, and limit these easy baskets. Play a little harder on defense here.
Jet Morrison using speed to get it across over to Jevin Dick.
Gonna have to get some screens set.
And there's the whistle. Jevin was trying to get it back out to Aiden Johnson.
We're gonna get Garrett, I think, on that one. That's his first personal, only the second team foul. No, third team foul for Memorial in the night. Kind of an unusual situation, but
it's hard to believe on a kind of pressure man-to-man type. Oh, that's a
great pick and roll.
Yeah.
If could have got him, Aiden would have had a layup.
There's where you got to give the ball fake up, go down, or go down and go over. The ball fake's very important at that point.
Off the leg of Memorial, so it will stay Tahlequah basketball. Inbound to Wheezy, over to Dobbins. Dobbins to Morris. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Patient basketball for Tahlequah. Pull up at the top of the key, three ball, and he drills it for Jet Morrison.
Tiger first points in the third period.
It needed that right there. See if that settles them down a little bit.
11-point lead now. Trying to go to the alley-oop, can't get it to fall, but gets his own rebound. Over to Harris. And there's a great job there by Jevin Dick to get up to block it. And Dobbins, he'll pull up for a three, get a chance here, can't get it to fall. Rebound is Isaiah Garrett, quickly in transition. There's Memorial, going to slow it down.
Cutter.
Good job there by Jevin Dick to get a hand on it. It was blocked, but it's going to stay Tahlequah basketball. So.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Checking in the ball game is number 20, Cam Boone, 6'6", junior.
Cam Highshaw also checking in right there, number 11.
2:55 to go here in the third period. 41-30, Memorial on top. Jet Morris attacks, finds space, can't get that one to fall. Strong rebound by Garrett once again. He's going to push transition, bounce pass, nice ball movement, good finish by number 15, Jarius Boswell. 13-point advantage, 2.5 to go in the third.
Memorial does a great job of drawing the help and then dishing the ball.
Easy inside the lane, can't get it to fall. Short corner three, Jarius Boswell, and he buries it. 2:05 to go here in the third. It's now a 16-point lead for Memorial. Tahlequah kind of sputtered here in the third quarter. Jet Morrison coming to get the ball. Over to Henderson.
Oh, tried to force it in.
And right at the bucket is number 21, Sean King. 48-30. Timeout. Tahlequah. We're going to take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa Cashback at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. It's 48-30, minute 25 to go here in the third quarter. And the third quarter hasn't been good for the Tigers. Memorial has extended their lead to 18.
Tigers with a lone three at this point with less than a minute and a half to go.
Jevin Dick brings it across for the Tigers.
Yeah, we haven't been getting the same offensive execution.
They're going to call
offensive foul on Weezy.
I think Aiden's looking for the same shoulder that's given on this end as well.
Tigers first foul of the second half, though.
The difference is one's under the basket, one's out on the perimeter. They call it completely different.
Kingston Hall going to check back in the game. Kingston Hall, the K-State football commit, signed a few weeks ago, played Division I football as a Wildcat. Minute to go here in the third. That whistle's called.
Number 20 there on the hook, I think.
Offensive foul against Tulsa Memorial. And that's
second team foul.
Cam Boone. His first. Under a minute to go here in the third. Nice bounce pass over to Cassie Wilson, man, and stuck that pivot foot, thank goodness. Strong bounce pass. Inside to Kingston Hall. And about 3 different dudes blocked it. No look pass at the rim. Got it to fall, number 15, Jarius Boswell. 20-point lead now for Memorial.
Move it.
Right here. Inside to Johnson. Bounce pass to blocked again. Rebound is Caston. Had his pocket picked. 13 seconds. Gonna try to dunk it and does. 22-point lead now. Here comes Dobbins. 5 seconds to go. Quick shot at the buzzer. Oh, look good for this. That falls incomplete. 52-30 at the end of 3. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
And you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors: First State Bank, Tahlequah's Bank, Green Country Funeral Home, Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less, State Farm Agent Laura Lund, Quick Cash Finance, Countryside Wellness, Chris's Quick Lube, Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita, Tommy Nick's Auto Group, H&H Quality Tires and Auto, Tahlequah.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Largest lead of the game for Tulsa Memorial at 22. It's 52-30. They're a good basketball team. No doubt. Tahlequah went punch for punch in the first half and just had a really rough third quarter. Lots of turnovers, Coach. And we were just talking about a good basketball team. You got to play within yourself, right?
22-3 run there in that third, and most of that was off of turnovers and dunks.
Jet Morrison with the ball, top of the key. Attacks.
Tigers not setting any screens anymore. It's just
Kingston Hall setting a screen. Seven and a half to go in the game.
Stripped
has
again.
His pocket picked, and then what a hustle play by him to come back up with it. Slow the transition bucket down.
Caleb Jackson into the game for the Memorial Chargers for the first time. Shoots a three.
Three ball, no good. Rebound by Kingston Hall. Nice screen set by Kingston. Roll not there. Jed and Dick back to the ball. Another screen. Same roll there. Pull up jumper for Jet Morrison for three. There we go. Starting to climb back into this thing. 33-52. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Pull up for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Oates. Stolen.
Good job, Aiden.
Easy. Aiden Johnson. Bounce pass over to Morrison. Working off the screen. Sawyer Henderson set to check in on the next whistle. Dobbins coming off the screen, picks three, can't get the fall, gets his own rebound.
Shoot it.
Turnaround jumper. Eddie heard you, Coach. Dobbins for two. 35-52.
Duke with 12 now on the day.
5-0 run for the Tigers. 5:40 to go.
Jet Morrison was 16 right now in the third, or fourth, I'm sorry.
Nearly stolen by Jet, takes a baseline, and he saw Kingston Hall coming. He just changed his mind on that one. And we've got a 3-second in the lane violation against number 12, Isaiah Garrett.
Yeah, if you're going to climb back in a game like this, it's going to be on the defensive end. So I like to see them turn up the defensive intensity, and they've got 3 stops in a row. Just got to keep going.
I liked Jarris Boswell's eyes when he saw Kingston Hall barreling down to him. He decided, I think I'm going to pass the ball.
Well, he
Just
made
in
me
case
stop
Kingston
back.
forgets where he's at, you know. He made a flashback to the football field, and he's like, I think I'm going to let someone else have this ball.
Well, I still think he's got a little bit of his football legs and stuff under him, and just the way he plays out here right now, it looks like he's still got a lot of that in him.
Bounce pass over to Henderson. Henderson to Weezy. Top of the key, being pressured. Good job to hang on to it.
Duke on the cut.
Jevin Dick.
A lot more offensive movement here in the fourth than there was in the third.
Yeah, exactly. Some screens being set. There you go. Another screen missed it, Cutter.
They're going to attack inside. Bounce pass to Weezy. And Weezy does a good job drawing the foul. He'll go to the line, shoot two. Good job to get him up in the air and then initiating contact to draw the whistle. B.J. Baker trial attorney foul will send Aiden Johnson to the line.
I missed that one.
Foul's going to be charged to Fabian Harris. His first. Only the first team foul of the half against Memorial.
Aiden makes the first of two. Coach, if I'm not mistaken, is that 5 or
6?
6, okay.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Oh, in and out, robbed at the rim. Rebound Memorial. 52-36 is a
6-0 run by the Tigers, though.
16-point lead. Harris for three. Off the rim, rebound. Is number 11. That's Cameron Highshaw. 4:15 to go here in the ball game. Nice attack, kick to the short corner, three. Off the rim, no good. Up for grabs, and Jevin Dick comes down with it.
How can you go from the free throw line down the lane and knock a guy down, though, and not get a call? Something.
Over Morrison. Being guarded by Harris. Needs to create space. Does right at the last moment. And out of bounds. Couldn't come down with it. Turnover Tahlequah. .335 remaining in the game, 52-36. Harris trying to get it at the basket, can't get the fall. And they can't get the
Grab the ball. Good.
Tahlequah comes up with it, and Weezy Johnson took a shot. And unmentionables. And Jet Morrison going up for the shot. Felt like he was fouled. They call a held ball nonetheless. Caston Wilson checking back in the ball game for Aiden Johnson.
Well, actually, he went up. They hit the ball. He comes down with it in his hand. That's either got to be a walk or something.
But he turned and looked at the official, and it was like she was late on the whistle.
Yeah.
And made that held ball call.
Well, it was a late whistle as well.
Ball movement by Memorial. Harrison over to the short corner for Highshaw.
Cut her under.
And they were trying to force the issue, and Morrison comes up with it. Good awareness there to realize the Wolf was coming. Off his ankle pass. It's called the ankle pass to Jevin Dick. Nice spin move by Dick, trying to get to the basket. Has the ball knocked out of his hand. Bounce pass to Wilson, pulls it back out. Dobbins. Henderson's, he'll shoot the three. Can't get the fall. Jevin Dick nearly came down the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Memorial. Dick going to inbound the ball for the Tigers. 2:29 to go here in the ball game. Little floater and ill-advised pass goes out of bounds. Will be Memorial basketball.
Jevin is having a rough night tonight. 5th turnover for him. There's a walk.
52-36 with 2:15 to go. Long pass, quick ball movement. Harrison with the three. Can't get the fall. And an easy rebound and putback to number 15, Jarius Basel.
First 2 points of the 4th period. Tigers have done a good job.
Under 2 to go here in the game. Bounce pass to Dobbins. Being guarded by Basel. Has the ball knocked loose. Up for grabs. On the ground is Memorial. Still on
that's just being out-hustled right there.
And then they throw the ball away. Will be Tahlequah basketball.
3 loose balls, and they get all 3 of them.
You've got to be willing to sacrifice your body right there and get on the floor a little bit.
Minute 35 remaining in the ball game. 54-36. Gaston Wilson gets it across half court. Bounce pass to Aiden Johnson. Going off the twist. Nothing doing. Nice pass to Javen Dick, cutting to the basketball. Gets a man up and in it. Can't finish at the bucket. So Jevin will go to the line.
Can't buy one tonight.
B.J. Baker, trial attorney foul.
Foul's going to be on Isaiah Garrett. Well, actually, they gave it to Sean King. I guess 12 and 21. I may be dyslexic a little bit.
Jevin makes the first of 2. 54-37. 17-point lead now. Make it a 16-point lead for Memorial.
Well, that ought to make him feel better. Maybe he won't remember those 5 turnovers. He'll remember those 2 free throws.
Top of the key is Harris.
Tigers
by Dobbins. Under a minute to go.
Stay down.
Nice take and a foul. Late whistle call. So I believe that's Sean King. He'll go to the line shooting 2.
Stay down. Slide to the baseline right there. Don't give him the drive.
Jevin Dick whistled for his first personal foul. It's only the first team foul for the Tigers here in the 4th. Makes the first of 2.
Missed it.
Makes the second one. Goes 2 for 2 at that trip to the line. To press here, 50 seconds remaining in the game. Dobbins going to bring it down, working against Basel. And he gets it across, 41.8 seconds to go, 56-38 is the score. Jevin Dick, turnaround jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound is Memorial, 22 seconds remaining in the game. Finds Harris, and he's going to be fouled by Aiden Johnson. And Aiden,
I hope he's okay.
Looks all right.
Went down kind of hard on his wrist right there.
Harris, he'll go to the line, shooting 2.
Aiden's 3rd personal.
Kingston Hall going to check in after this free throw by Harris. Makes the first 2. Kingston Hall checks in for Gaston Wilson.
These free throws here in the last minute, first free throws of the night for Memorial.
There hasn't been many foul calls on either game tonight.
No.
Harris makes both of them. 15 seconds remaining, 20-point lead for Memorial. Kingston sets the screen. Jevin, hesitation, jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Memorial. 5 seconds to go, and will be the end of the ball game. Tahlequah falls here to Tulsa Memorial, 58-38. Any quick final thoughts, Coach?
That was a good job tonight. Where we going to be Friday night?
Friday, we will be on the road at Stillwell as the Lady Tigers wrap up the home and away series against the Stillwell Indians.
That'll be a fun game. Good atmosphere there.
If we have any kind of a crowd like we saw at our place, it's going to be an awesome crowd over there in that gym.
Final stats, Coach?
20-point loss. I can add them up real quick if you need me to.
Coach. We'll We will see you guys Friday night. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.